Sometimes I get all the jobs. That's when you see stars. Hey man, slow down, slow down. Hey man, slow down, slow down. Wait, 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 wait. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, mąż počasí. Hej, muž Polako. And was in Slovenian. I think it sounds pretty cool with the kinks in the voice. So if you get the first take right, just commit to it. It means it's meant to be as a cherry, right? Yeah, I was looking. I always see shit in the. They always said in the old days on mental illness. Do you hear? Is a TV or radio communicating with you directly, as if they're watching you? And it was like, how do you notice the collective unconscious in everyday stuff? I could have sworn that smoke thing that Radiohead was doing. Journey Smollett was the detective on that smoke thing, and I'm like, did they just do a homage to Danny? And I'm like, Danny, they're not paying you, but you inspire a lot of people with stuff that you would enjoy or do enjoy. So and another thing I realized, Radiohead, just to keep the conversation flowing, keep the present tense light, keep it moving. Uh, uh, every time I take a hit of tobacco or weed, the first thought is always negative, and I just realized that this week. And because you're inhaling poison and not oxygen or nitrogen with 1%, whatever air is composed of, 10% oxygen, 70%, 90% nitrogen, 10% oxygen, 1% other stuff, argon and stuff like that. But that's Slovenian and Serbo-Croatian. Hey man, Pachake, Pachasi, slowly, slow down, Pachake, slow down, wait. Polako, not Polak, Polako, like Lako Noc. The beauty of Pentecost is that it's my favorite Christian feast day, and people don't realize that Christmas is third on the three main feast days, the Trinity of feast days for Christians. Third, because it's not even anything. It's just now God walks on earth. For the season, Advent season, and then Easter is first. Pentecost is second. Pentecost is second most important. And a lot of places around the world that are Christian do take a day off work, but not in Canada. I don't know why. Not in the States. I think it had something to do with the Pentecostal church and the Protestants. They were, hey man, slow down, slow down. Wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee. That's throat singing. Goo, goo. It's even Les Claypool and Sean Lennon, like, Danny, how come all these people know who you are? And why won't they give you a job? They know who you are. Steve Remus gave me a job with the Sadies, and I'm like, how the fuck did we get here? The band had to be together for 21 years to get a real gig. That was my first professional contract. And Steve said I did not fuck it up. I just made a clown show of myself. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. Shut the fuck up, Johnny. This is thinking, fuck, I get to see the Sadies. It goes well with Travis, the brother died, Dallas, rest in peace. Never knew him. He said you can't offend me. He said you can't offend me. But I think I offended his native. I always offend natives, and I always don't. And you just, it's so sensitive now. Everything's changing. And some of the stuff with the sovereignty is just a declaration that I do not want to be part of Canadian culture. If we have multiculturalism, for me, that came before in this Canada, not pride. And pride comes after the storm, not during the storm, and before and when the storm is raging, because World War III just started. That's not funny. It's not funny. You can say you're proud of yourself when they have genetic hormone therapy treatment for teenagers at puberty, and they're allowed to. And then what happens to the dating pool? It's reptilian. What happens to the dating pool in 10, 20 years? People are too scared to date. There's zero population growth. There's too gross out, and there'll be all sorts of atrocities in dating. It'll be scary to date. It'll be brutal. It has to stop. I just don't agree with it. Just don't get upset. But yeah, poisoning yourself. Think I'm enjoying this, right? But it's poison. The cigarette, I'm enjoying it, is poison. So the first thought is always negative. Get over it. It's an illusion, like Maya, the realm of spiritual illusion in Mayan calendar, which I tandem. The 12. All this stuff I know. Like, why do I know all this shit? And just for Thom Yorke, I had the 1986 World Book Encyclopedia set with. I still have the dictionaries, but I gave the 86. It had gold trim, burgundy or maroon or whatever you want to call them, mahogany, mock leather with gold leaf on them covers. 1986, Scott Fetzer Company. You can look up Scott Fetzer. He was a big publisher. And we're actually trying to get Kerfuffle published. I want to go to the Jews and just say I'm for publishing. I don't know how to do it for Kerfuffle. It has to happen. If there was any native stuff, I have to have follow through. The clocks will be done. The life skills. Whatever mom and dad did to the Pepsi generation and Gen Z and everything, millennials could go either way. Gen Z's fucked. Gluten. What the fuck's gluten? Why aren't they playing in the dirt? Why are they eating their own shit? Why, fuck off. Why aren't they getting dirty? Why are they putting AstroTurf? Don't get upset. They had nothing to do with it. You're not a parent. You're just an uncle. You don't like it. You don't like seeing lily-livered children who can't defend themselves. That's bullshit. Kids got to be tough and take beatings and fall off swings and break their legs and shit. Like they get caught under the barfmobile and mangle themselves and learn what it takes to take a beating and get dirty. That's what I see as an uncle. Like, don't let your kids be fucking wusses, predators. You gotta prepare them against predators early. But all that stuff, just don't get angry, Danny. Remember, the poisoning yourself, even when you're in your have less oxygen. I remember Radiohead, all this stuff, just decompressing. My good friend Luke, he just said, Danny, that's very I don't know, compliment of you. Like, it's you're sacrificing a lot to be vulnerable on camera. I just, if you're repenting anyways, then why would you have to be scared? That's what we're supposed to do. And I don't get why people put on masks. I'm not an actor. I'm an entertainer. I've always been an entertainer at heart. I just, World Book Encyclopedia. It's Cold War, right? It's Star Wars, right in the heat of Star Wars. Like, this is my fucking game now. This is Ender's Game. Ender's Game, fuckers. What you fucking want from me, fucker? What you fucking need, fucker? What you fucking need? Alright, I'll leave it at that. Hey, man. Slow